Welcome or welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out about your special skills and talents. I've got 6 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Amethyst. Group 2 is the clear Quartz. Group 3 is the Apatite. Group 4 is the Tiger's Eye. Group 5 is the Angelite. And Group 6 is the red Jasper. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like a personal, the information will be below, and you can also find details of my Patreon where I have more exclusive content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you who chose the Amethyst. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Red Squirrel, Resourcefulness, Vigilance, Preparation, Busyness. From the Sacred Power Reading cards, you have Energy Balance. From the Elemental Oracle, you have Breath, Life. From the Field Tarot, you have the Eight of Wands and Beginnings. And then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have Mother of Fire. I'm seeing you guys are very quick and you're very energetic and you're really good at getting things started and getting things finished, and I'm hearing like planning and preparing and making sure everything goes well before you even get your foot out the door or before you even start for the day. Like, you guys are really good organizers, you're really disciplined with yourself, you're very good at kind of foresight and planning and making sure that you've got everything, like just making sure you've got everything you need, or making sure that others have got what they need. I'm hearing like making sure that the route is planned and you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly what you've got to do and what order you've got to do it in. It feels like you're better than most people at like getting more done than usual. It's like you're very productive, you're very busy, and because of your ability to plan, you're able to accomplish more than most people. And I feel like you multitask, like you guys are probably working right now and you're listening to this reading. I feel like you're being really productive right now this second and like getting a head start on your work for like the next 6 months or something. It's like you're doing things at a pace which is almost superhuman, and I feel like you somehow managed to keep your grounding, to keep your balance, to keep your peace, to keep your sense of calm, to not feel urgency. Like you kind of prepared in a way where you get things done in advance sometimes because you're so quick. And maybe you've left it till the last minute and you feel like you're in a rush, but you still manage to finish early and get some time to relax and get some time to rest, get some time to breathe. And yeah, I feel like you're very good at completing things and starting the next project straight away. Like you have this like raring to go, can't wait to get started energy where you don't like being inactive. I'm hearing like that expression, idle hands are the devil's plaything. I feel like you guys might have been taught that growing up by your parents and just learned to make yourself busy doing something productive. No matter how you're feeling or no matter what else is going on in the world, I feel like you do always find a way to make yourself useful, to do something to help someone, to make the environment better, to just take 5 minutes for yourself to rest and reset and energy balance and stretch and feel some sense of peace and calm. Do some breathing exercises, some meditation. And I know you might think these are like really basic skills and talents, but I don't think they are. I think it's like a kind of like guide to life for you guys where you can get more accomplished than the average person. Like your speed is like a horse galloping rather than like a simple walking pace. It's like much faster than most people can go, I'm hearing. I feel like you're very brave when it comes to taking on new challenges, like doing things that you've never done before, like going on a flight to a different time zone, a different country across the world that you've never been to, all by yourself and just like figuring it out. Like you don't know the language, you don't know the laws of the land or anything, but you just figure it out as you go. I feel like you guys have a lot of hacks hacks for life, hacks for how to do things. You're very practical, like you have practical skills, the kind of skills that are like maybe how to remove weeds from your garden, how to light a fire, how to cook, how to just get things done quickly, how to communicate with lots of different people. I feel like you are very good with picking up languages quickly or picking up the way that people speak in your area or just like adapting to different people's vibes, different people's moods. And changing yourself when you need to change yourself. Like I feel you don't get stuck and stagnant in old ways. You're very good at shifting energy through your body and changing your own mood and making yourself go, go, go again whenever you might start to feel any kind of down energy or damp energy. I feel like you're very good at recycling energy and moving through it and pushing forwards and like putting it into something. Like I honestly do feel like you multitask very well. And you are always focused and dedicated on something. Like you have loads of projects and honestly loads of different talents which are already practical, and you might be guided to watch lots of different readings. And I feel like you'll probably do so while you're getting on with some work, so I encourage you guys to do that because it feels like it's helping you to like stay focused. Like sometimes for you guys maybe having like a TV show or meditation music or a reading or anything, maybe music in the background, just helps you to focus more on what you're doing sometimes. And it's like you have a much better attention span than most people, I want to say. And it's really good because it's paired with like the ability to get things done quicker than normal people. So it's like you guys don't need to focus for as long as some people might need to. But you're also actually very good at focusing. You don't get distracted. You don't forget what you were saying 5 minutes ago. You don't forget what you were doing just because you're like listening to my reading intently. You still remember like the task you were working on while you were multitasking. I feel like you're very creative and good at collecting different things and making them work for you. Like you guys might be crafts people and you have maybe different things that you do. Like maybe one of you likes to make scarves or something, and maybe you're also really good at styling and you've managed to like figure out a way to sell your scarves through like styling videos on YouTube, and you've got like a link to your Etsy shop where you sell scarves or something like that. It feels like you figure out your best skills very well. So it's like I don't think you need this reading as much as maybe some people, but I do feel like most of the groups might resonate with you guys a bit because it seems like you've got a really good collection of skills. And it's kind of like whatever you're passionate about in the moment will get your attention. And you're going to figure it out. Like you're going to keep going until you learn how to do it, whether it takes you 8 minutes or 8 months or 8 years even. It feels like when you have a thing you want to do and you're passionate about it, or when it's needed, like when it's essential. Say if it was like fixing your own hard drive or fixing your own boiler, if it feels like you guys would just get stuck in and figure out how to do it and like look up the instruction manuals and try not to get angry. It's like you're very good at calming yourself down. Where others might get really rageful, I feel like you guys know how to stay calm and not get burnt by like other people's fire or hot situations. I feel like you've got a good temperament in general, like quite calm, but not in a boring way. It's like you're very busy and productive and you don't really have time for stupid shit. And I feel like you know how to avoid the frying pan, so to speak. Like you just stay out of the kind of pressure cooker situation because you're advanced and you do things in advance and you don't let pressure get to you. Like you'll just stay calm and doing the work in advance of when it's due, so that you're like a few minutes early on the deadline and you're not like overwhelmed with stress. So yeah, I love this reading for you. Please feel free to watch the other groups if they call out to you. And I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like there's like something to do with pink right now. Like I don't know, pink and purple and blue, like I don't know if someone has like a creative project where those colours are really important, like a painting or an art project, or like it's an inspirational fashion colour palette for you right now or something. But it just feels very important. It also might be like a chakras to focus on or like colours to help you at this time. I don't know how it resonates for you guys in particular, but yeah, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And feel free to check out the information in the description box for personal readings and Patreon. You can also find more content on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the clear quartz. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Caribou. perseverance, resourcefulness, movement, determination. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have unconditional love. From the Elemental Oracle, you have lake, depth. From the Field Tarot, you have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. And then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have balance. I'm feeling you guys are very calm and you're very deep and you have a really great control over your emotions, and I feel like you're very good at making friends. And the kind of friends that do last for life. And I feel like you guys are the kind of people where you have the same temperament day to day, you don't really change. You're very consistent, very stable, very loving, very good at taking care of others' needs. Very good at supporting other people and keeping your own sense of self and keeping your own balance. But that being said, I feel like you're very good at saying goodbye to people when you need to. Like, you're very good at cutting people out of your life, or knowing when too much is going on around you, or knowing when it is too much, like knowing when to say no, I'm hearing. You're very proud in a not too proud way, but too proud and too good self-esteem to get dragged into other people's messes with them, or like really difficult situations. I feel like you're very good at sensing when it's kind of getting on top of you and knowing when to maybe ask for help yourself, or knowing when to pull back, or knowing when to stop. And I feel like you've been used to like carrying a lot of stuff, so you do kind of take everything on the shoulder and let it bounce off you, I'm hearing. Like, it takes a lot for you to react to things. It takes a lot for you to change your character, or get out of character, or get angry, or make a big deal about anything, or stop supporting a person or something like that. It's like you're very loving and you're very giving, and you're not going to change on people unless they do something like really terrible, I'm hearing. It's like you're the kind of person where you're very trustworthy and people do know in general what they're getting with you. But that being said, you're not going to take people's shit and you're not going to put up with them endlessly. So when it's time to go, you guys are good at cutting your losses and deciding to go. But I also feel like you are very good at putting up with maybe like small things that you don't feel happy about, and not really complaining and not really making a big fuss about it. You're good at not like elevating yourself above others and kind of treating yourself as somebody who's like self-sufficient and independent and giving to others but not needing too much from them. And I feel you probably could get away with like asking for more from people, I'm gonna say, but it is like a skill to not let things affect you so much and to be so chill about everything, and to kind of have a demeanor about you which kind of reflects very well, I want to say. Like, you come across like someone who is very respect worthy, I want to say, like someone who should be proud of the way they are, and particularly relationships, but in situations of stress and in hard times, like I feel like you are a bit like proud to ask for help, but you will ask for help when things are getting too much. And I do feel like you generally try to do things on your own and try to manage things as best as you can before you ask someone else. And that being said, it's like you do manage to swim out of situations by yourself a lot, I want to say. It's like you know how to navigate difficult waters. I feel like you've been through really tough times and you don't really show it on your face, guys. It's like you're kind of stoic and strong, and I think you have very sweet energy, like sweet, kind energy towards people. And I don't think they realize how deep you are, and I don't think they realize how intuitive you are and how sensitive you are. So I think you might have had to put up with a lot of rubbish in the past, and I feel like you've just got really good at saying like no more. No to that, no, don't want it, no thank you. You're good at like quitting a job when it says that it's too much for you, or it's not going to pay you more ever, or it's not developing anymore. You're very good at intuiting things and reading signs, I want to say. I feel like you guys are recognizing signs around you right now. I don't know if there's something specific about a dragonfly for you guys, or I want to say bones. For some reason, it's like something to do with bones. Like, are some of you able to read bones? Or ancestors? Like, there's some skill that's coming through which is like hoodoo, or It might be voodoo. It's like something where it's like your personal system. You might have very long nails if this message is for you. I'm feeling like the ancestors channeling. If you watch the ancestors channeling reading, I feel like this might be for you. But yeah, it's like you've got very long nails and you can feel things in your nails. They're natural, they're not fake. They're like natural long nails. They just grow and grow and grow. And it's not a specialist skill to grow your nails, but what you have is like tuned inness from your nails and from your fingertips and your ancestors. And they guide you through like small symbols like an opening in the sky, in the clouds to see the sun when you need it, or like a spirit animal or a best friend or a message from a loved one or a helping hand to get you out of a difficult situation. And it's very powerful for you because it does protect you from people. And I do not think you've had like an easy life, guys. So please feel welcome to watch more of the readings because this one is more like a really, really tough personal skill, which is like how to handle really difficult people and difficult situations and interpersonal relationships with people who are honestly like quite scummy. And a difficult past, like I feel like you've transcended loads of difficult experiences and I almost want to cry thinking about it for you because it feels like childhood trauma and like just stuff that I don't think we need to like go too deep into because you feel like you've already mastered your own stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling you're really peaceful and you're honestly like the saint considering how much you've been through. Like, how many toxic people have you dealt with and you didn't let their energy rub off on you? Like, you didn't turn into them. You didn't become like them. You stayed on the higher ground. Like, you stayed being the better person, the bigger person. And I feel like you just kind of like blocked them and moved on your way and didn't let them drag you down into their misery with them. And that's really spiritually rewarded for you. Like, people on earth don't know how special you are all the time and they don't recognize how much you've been bullied, I want to say, and how much you've risen above that. But people in heaven do, like the heaven people, the heaven team, the spiritual team, spirit. I call spirit them. So them upstairs, they are kind of fixing things for you silently and they trust you to be patient and they trust you to rise above it all still. Because they know you have faith and you believe. And I'm sorry this reading came through so weird. It feels like you're in like an emotional mood. I can like feel it. And you're really strong and you can't cry because you're stoic and you just want to say goodbye now. So I'm going to say goodbye. I love you guys. I hope you had a great day and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're new here. I make a lot of videos like this. You can find the information for my personal readings below, as well as details of my Patreon if you'd like to see more readings from me. You can also find my PayPal if you found this really, really helpful and you'd like to donate to my channel. I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Apatite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Python, Discernment, Attachment, Transformation, Renewal. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Freedom. From the Elemental Oracle, you have Bushfires, Fury. From the Field Tarot, you have the Three of Discs, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have the Daughter of Earth. I'm already feeling like you guys have a lot of very useful skills to help build businesses and help grow things from the ground up. It seems like you're really hardworking and productive and very intelligent and an independent thinker, I want to say. Like, you're very logical, you're very practical, but you're also very mathematical. Some of you guys are very good at maths. You're good at computer programming, I'm seeing, like maybe particular languages like Python or anything else that appears in the future after I'm recording this reading. But I'm just seeing that you're very intelligent and you're very plugged in and you know all the latest technologies and the latest languages to code in, and you're probably very, very, very good at coding. You're probably maybe even good at like ethical hacking or other things. Like, I feel like you guys can help, like I said, grow a business or like help protect a business or help restart a business. It feels like you are entrepreneurial and good with tech and good with money and good with being a visionary, like you do have different ideas from other people, you think differently. I feel like you're good at speaking your mind, even when it's something maybe distasteful, like you're good at allowing your anger to come out in intelligent ways, like in the kind of useful ways where it's to maybe point out errors or problems. I feel like you're good at doing a lot of things which are very in demand right now, but also which might be very competitive. So I feel like you have a lot of skills that a lot of other people have, like the kind of ones which are for businesses, like coding, IT, accounting, human resources administration, like all of those kind of skills where they're small but very important and quite difficult, a lot of them. Like they're not necessarily like the only thing you would need to make a business run, if you know what I mean. But they're the behind the scenes processes that without the people doing those jobs, the business would fail. And I feel like you're like amongst a lot of people who probably watch this group and have similar skills. So there's a lot of you fighting for similar roles and similar jobs. And I do feel like since you're entrepreneurial, you might benefit from starting your own business. Or being like a business consultant or something. There's like job titles coming out from this one. You make a very good manager, a very good director, CEO. I feel like you do well self-employed, but you're very good with working with other people, and I feel like you're good at rising above like situations of conflict, particularly in the workplace. Like it seems like you're very good at conflict management or peacemaking or resolution or fixing problems, and you might end up in charge of a team because of the fact that you're like a bit wiser or a bit less easy to get into problems and a bit better at like speaking your opinion or correcting problems or having a different thought to people around you. But yeah, I don't feel like you think critically on purpose or that you would like purposely go against the grain just to annoy people. Like you try and get on with the team. You're very good at doing things which are useful and productive and do fit in. Like you don't necessarily strike me as the person who would decide to go independent automatically in your life. It feels like you probably would do better trying to help other people or trying to build up other businesses that already exist. So if you guys are looking for a job right now, I do feel like there's a lot of competition, but I feel like there's a business that would really hire you because you'll seem really good and you'll seem like someone who's willing to learn and someone who's willing to work really hard. I feel like you have loads of practical skills. There's like too many to come up in this reading. Some of them are very day-to-day level. Like some of you might be a parent and very good at cooking and very good at making your house nice. And I want to say good at multitasking and attending to all the different things you have to attend to at the same time, like making sure all of your kids are going to all of their appointments and classes, and also making sure that you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your partner and cooking meals for everyone that are really healthy. And maybe even going to your job and stuff. So it seems like you're a bit of a superhuman productive person where you just somehow manage to get everything done, despite maybe it being a bit too much for one person. Like I feel you can manage maybe the job of 5 people sometimes, the job of a whole team. But you would prefer to work in a team because I feel like you are quite sociable and you have really interesting ideas that you like to share with other people. And I feel like your ideas are useful and clever and like, again, like you might be good at maths and science and technology and maybe environmental science and things like that. I feel you're very useful to know for people. And I feel like you're good at communicating with people in terms of collaboration and building things with them, like good at making a team and sticking by people. I feel like you're very loyal and consistent and the kind of person where you do not like to lose a friend or burn bridges with people. Like you'd prefer to stick it out and try and fix the relationship or communicate with them in some way. And I feel like you're very persistent and you're very determined, and you're the kind of person where you'll keep trying until you get something, or to keep trying until you get it right. And I feel like you put in a lot of effort, like you go above and beyond, and you would go above and beyond for your boss, and it would help you to stand out. Like I do feel like you guys are the kind of people where you get promoted easily because you seem like you care about the work you do, like you're quite dedicated, you take it very seriously, and I do see you are quite strong and able to manage, and like you have like a burning passion in you for something, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. It feels like maybe it's something for later, For some of you, it's like something to feed the earth or to feed other people. Or maybe it's just like get your own house with like your vegetables growing in the garden so that you don't need to work anymore. It just seems like you've maybe got like a retirement goal in mind that you need to save up for. And I feel like you are very disciplined and like tireless with your work. Like you will not give up no matter what. And even if you have to, I want to say, even if you have to like stray away from the initial plan and go towards something else temporarily for a season, you'll do it because of the original passion that's still driving you. So it feels like you're willing to change quite quickly if things are pointing towards you changing. But you won't change just for the other people or change your opinions for other people just for the sake of it. I'm trying to see if there's any particular like little things that I'm seeing again that are really specific for you. I do feel like you're good at seeing things from an intellectual perspective where you can see things are not black and white. Like you can see the grey area, you can see the in-between area. You might be able to see different people's perspective. And again, I feel like you're good at conflict management, conflict resolution, and bringing a team together and making things harmonious with people who have maybe previously fallen out or not gotten on so well. I feel like you're good at making big leaps as well. Like you make a lot of progress in short amounts of time when you're really devoted. Like if you're really having a spark of passion, you can kind of manifest things and work so fucking hard that you can bring everything together really, really quickly. It's like you stress yourself about a problem and then you'll put loads of effort in and make sure you find the solution really quickly. And by the time you know it, you'll have found all the solutions and be comfortable again, not really be able to know how you solve that problem so quickly. So yeah, I do feel like you're problem solvers and you're thinkers, you're ideas people. You're really clever, like you're cleverer than average, I would say. And you might find that you're easy to get frustrated, but your frustrations might sometimes help other people to get on better. Or it might be that maybe your frustrations within like team situations help your boss to make decisions and things like that. So yeah, I feel like you're kind of a useful person to know for people because you might be good at making things happen or good at doing behind the scenes work to bring everyone else together or providing for people. I'm hearing like nurturing and feeding people and giving people solid advice and things like that. I feel like you're quite secretive as well, like good at keeping secrets, not someone who shares too much with too many people. And I feel like you do look after yourself and you do look after others despite being very independent and maybe a bit detached from people, like not wanting to be a follower, preferring to do your own thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that group 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel. If you'd like a personal, the information will be below. And you can also find details of my Patreon where we have more exclusive content. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Tiger's Eye. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Falcon. Focus, action, purpose, aspiration. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Transformation. From the Elemental Oracle, you have Time. From the Field Tarot, you have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have the Three of Air. I'm seeing you guys are very confident with your own mind and your own beliefs. Like you stay true to yourself no matter what other people think of you or no matter what other people are doing. You've managed to keep true to your own plan and your own ways. Like you don't allow yourself to be influenced by others, I want to say. Even, I want to say it sometimes that causes you a bit of loneliness and a bit of feeling separate from people. But I do feel like you still manage to get on with people. You're not like so going against the grain that other people don't understand you. I just feel like you have that ability to like speak the truth to people who maybe don't want to hear the truth. I feel like you guys are very good at speaking your mind. Even when maybe what you're saying would hurt someone's feelings, it's like you have to be honest, you can't lie. And I feel like you're very good at delivering honest messages in a way that is the least painful it could possibly be, like in a way that keeps your friends. It doesn't alienate you, it doesn't isolate you. Because you do understand people, I feel like. I feel like you understand others' feelings and you try to see things from others' perspective. Like you're very, very, very good at like putting yourself in other people's shoes and I want to say feeling other people's pain without letting it affect you. Like you can rise above, I want to say situations of storm and conflict to one, do your own thing, two, kind of calm things down sometimes, and three, to give like an unbiased perspective to people who might need it in the situation. I feel like you're very patient as well. You're good at sitting back when you need to sit back and not saying anything when it's time to not say anything. Like I don't feel like you guys are too opinionated. You're good at reserving your opinion for when it matters, saving judgment for when it matters, and thinking about things long term before you speak on them. Like, I don't feel like you like to waste your words or your energy having conversations that are pointless. It's really valuable because it's like you don't waste your time. You don't like to waste your time. Time is important to you. Time is money. And I feel like you're very good at using your time practically and making the most of each second. And also like waiting for your time, like you don't rush anything. I feel like you have a very good sense of your own purpose and what direction you're meant to go in life. And you don't let the media or other people, again, or like influencers or anything sway you. You don't get distracted, your focus is staying in the right place. And I do feel like you have an innate sense of like when it is your time versus not your time. So sometimes you might feel guided by the universe to move forwards with a certain project or say a certain thing at a certain time because it feels like right to. And I feel like you do have that good sense of judgment, like your judgment is really, really, really solid. You're very good at critical thinking, I feel like, and seeing things as they are and seeing through bullshit, seeing through lies. You have like a bird's eye view of situations where you don't get too, honestly, you don't get too involved in things in a way that you can't, again, like separate yourself. You find it easy to detach emotionally. You find it easy to stay logical. You find it not very hard to get out of your emotions, I want to say, like when you get into sad moods. I'm seeing it's very easy for you to elevate out of that. It feels like you've gone through a lot of difficult stuff in your life. And not much can really affect you now. It feels like you're very good at, again, like rising above it and not succumbing to like disappointing situations or letting harsh words hurt you when other people try and hurt your feelings. You don't let it hurt you. You're very good at letting it all just like roll off you and staying independent. And I feel like staying classy and staying fair to people, like even if they're coming to you with, I want to say like harsh energy, you're very good at defending yourself in a peaceful and classy way where you still try not to hurt their feelings as much as possible. I do see it makes sense to you to come together with people at certain times and not others, and you're good at, again, like intuiting when you need to be around people and you need to be like going to the party versus when you should take time out to be by yourself. Because maybe it's not going to be a good time and you just like intuit that you need to stay out of it or something, or yeah, like maybe there's going to be some drama or beef and you're just inclined to like not deal with that situation right now. But yeah, likewise, I feel like when that kind of situation like drama and arguments is handed to you, you know how to dead it, you know how to end it, you know how to fight back, you do know how to defend yourself. Like, I see you're very tough, you're good at being friends with people, you're good at collaborating with people, with just getting on with things and getting on with people, I feel like, and enjoying yourself and having a good day. But you are also very good at getting to like the nitty gritty or getting undisturbed or undeterred by like negativity and haters and that kind of conflict situation. Like, you're good at dealing with it and delivering the right message to people, whether that be to like war with them or just to like cut them out of your life, delete their number and forget they exist or whatever it is. It just feels like you're very good at holding your own and protecting your fort, protecting your nearest and dearest. I feel like you're very good at keeping safety around you. Like, you do have like an innate sense of wanting to protect yourself and wanting to protect your family and your home. And I'm seeing you keep your home very nice and you have the ability to make a nice home wherever you go. You're very good at letting go when you need to and moving on. And I know there's like a They're not like jobs that you can do or anything like that. I have a reading for like what jobs would suit you, what careers would suit you. But these are all skills. They're like interpersonal skills or skills that come with maturity and age, or just innate personal skills that you have that are inbuilt or learned or developed or whatever. But I feel like you do have a lot of things that are very compatible with other people around you, like things that you can do that are part of a team, like maybe things you do for work that are like part of a team, and you're very good at fitting in with people and not trying to be like better than them or not letting them take charge in a way where you wouldn't do that yourself, if you know what I mean. Like you're good at exerting your opinion in team situations where maybe you don't necessarily always get to do that, but I feel like people respect you automatically because you do not speak unless it's something relevant, I want to say. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading, guys. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you did. And leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Angelite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Giant Panda, Innocence, Gentleness, Harmony, Balance. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Compassion. From the Elemental Oracle, you have Snow, Silence. From the Field Tarot, you have the Eight of Swords. And the Nine of Swords. And then from the Vision Tarot, you have the Nine of Water. I'm seeing you're very good at keeping to yourself when you need to. Like, you're very good at staying independent and not saying too much and not showing too much. Like, I feel like you guys move in silence very well. You don't feel the need to shout about what you're doing or advertise it everywhere. I feel like you're good at leaving space for others and not crowding others with your energy and your communication. You're good at stepping back. And I want to say letting people come to you because you have a lot of compassion and a lot of kindness and you're very generous and gentle with people, I want to say. But you know when to give them space and you know when to just like leave them alone and leave it, I want to say, like go off on your own and not be around people anymore. Like you know when you've reached your like a maximum socializing time for the day or the week or the month or whatever, and just like going off to be by yourself to save yourself headaches and stuff like that. I feel like you're very good at making friends, which might be why you kind of need to know how to be good at getting away from people sometimes in a respectful way, where they feel like you're just giving them space kind of thing. Like I feel like you're really good at collecting an assortment of different people in your life who really appreciate you and respect you. You're also very good at finding your own peace of mind and your own calm, and I feel like you guys are very calming influence. I'm not sure if you're good at music or healing or something that's like harmonic or like harmonizing. It's either like harmonizing the earth in some way or maybe like playing and singing in harmony with other people. Like you could be like a cellist or a violinist or a harpist. I'm hearing like a really pretty like kind of really gentle kind of music. Like I feel like you guys maybe, some of you might do something or be good at doing something really pretty or like a makeup or beauty or art kind of stuff. Like I'm just getting that kind of vibe, fashion, dancing, those kind of beautiful arts. I'm hearing like spacey music, like music that leaves a lot of space for either a singer or for people to think, like meditation music, maybe something like that. I feel like you are very good at meditating and just being silent and just being with yourself and not needing entertainment and not needing other people or gossip or anything. It's like you're really good at listening more than you speak, I want to say. And yeah, again, I feel like you guys might be really good at listening to music. Maybe you're music engineers, some of you, or you're just avid music fans. Maybe you're someone who does like reviews of music or something like that. And I feel like you're very good at listening to things that maybe other people can't hear. Like maybe you notice specific production techniques that other people can't hear because you've got experience with that kind of thing. I don't know why, but I feel like someone's a really good painter watching this group. And it's like fine art, like not graffiti or computer art or anything like that. It's like proper old-fashioned kind of paintbrush to canvas, oil or watercolor or something kind of painting. And it feels like it's really beautiful and it's very cathartic for you. It's like healing for you, and you don't necessarily need to like sell your art or anything. It's like you would do it for free because you feel so beautiful about it. Like it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel magical to be able to create something, whatever your preferred form of creativity is. Even if it's just like daydreaming for some of you. Like I feel like you have very creative daydreams. Like you're very creative people in terms of the ideas that you have. And I do feel like you might have like very interesting dreams that inspire you or guide you. And I feel like that probably is helped by you not really wanting too many people around you sometimes, that you might go off in your own on your like meditation flex where you're kind of not really needing anyone else and just like exploring the depths of your own creativity on your own. And I feel like there's bundles of great skills that you haven't even discovered yet. Like I really feel like you've only discovered a few of the things that you're really, really going to be good at in your lifetime. It's like maybe you've never tried like oil painting and you'd find it like your favorite medium. Or maybe you've never tried like listening to music really technically and you'd find it the most exciting thing ever. Or I don't know, like maybe you'd find you're really good at creating things out of clay. It's like you've never tried some of the things that you will be really skillful at. And I do feel like they're creative things. Like it could be coming up with brand new recipes that no one's ever made before and things like that, where it's really pleasing to other people, the stuff that you can do. I do feel like if you're parents, you're really, really, really good parents. Like you're very loving, you're very nurturing, you're very playful. You are like entertaining your kids with your conversation and the games you play with them and things like that. And I feel like you're very on top of them. Like you make sure you're constantly vigilant and watching, but not letting yourself seem stressed, even though you probably are quite stressed. I feel like you take things very seriously and you care about things. Like you care about children and you care about animals and you care about the planet. You care about the world. If you do make music, you care about how it's received or the technical excellence of it. If you paint, then you care about the beauty of the painting that you're making, and not for like commercial reasons, but just because like you actually take joy in the process and you want the finished outcome to be beautiful. I really do see this like strong sense of you having a good fashion sense or a stylishness to you that other people want to emulate quite often. And I do feel like you need breaks from them for you to be able to be like a muse for them. Like you're quite an interesting, unique person. Like I feel like you might be quite introverted, even though you're very popular and probably very sociable and very good at chatting to people and very good at making friends because you're lovely, you're really likable. But at the same time, you don't really want to be like everyone else. I feel like you have your own ways. You have your own flavor and you don't really want to taste like everyone else or for everyone else to try and like copy your recipe or whatever. You might wear very bright colors and you know how to like clash colors in a way that some people don't. I also see you might be really good with gardening and taking care of the land to make it more fertile. And again, like taking care of animals. If you do ever become parents, you're going to be really good at it. Or if you have like younger siblings or cousins or anything like that, I feel like you'd be really good at like childcare and just like caring for people who maybe need somebody. Because you're really kind and generous and you actually take things seriously. Like you take things to heart. You take things personally. I feel like you actually care about others' well-being. And I feel like you're quite sensitive soul in that way. And yeah, I feel like there's loads of other skills that I could tell you about, but you haven't really explored them on your own yet. And it would be more exciting for you to like daydream about them than for me to tell you about them in the reading. So I'm going to leave it there, but I hope you enjoyed the reading, Group 5. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. And you can also find details of my Patreon where I have more exclusive content. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the red Jasper. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Stick Insect. Stillness, awareness, discernment, composure. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Devas. From the Elemental Oracle, you have Volcanoes, Power. From the Field Tarot, you have Death. And the Lovers. And then from the Vision Quest Tower, you have the 5 of Air and the 8 of Earth. I feel like you're very hardworking and you're very good at keeping busy and being really productive and doing things behind the scenes to make success. For like I want to say like the final show, or like for the main stage, or for like the front of house, like maybe you guys work like in like the back of a restaurant or something. That's the kind of imagery I'm getting. It's like you're the kind of person where you do really well behind the scenes so that everything on the main stage can go well. Like you do really good work in the back of the restaurant so everything's running well in like front of house. I hope that makes sense for you. I don't know what industry you're in, or like how it resonates for you like perfectly on a personal level for somebody watching. But yeah, I'm just seeing that you're very good at not needing too much attention compared to other people around you who might not be willing to work with other people in like a good team way. Like you guys are, you're willing to be part of the team and maybe sacrifice your own needs and your own ego in favor of like the greater good or what's right for others around you. I feel like you're not like that needy attention seeking person that some people are, which honestly is like very special right now in this day and age, because everyone seems to be fighting to be like the celebrity and fighting to be the main stage singer or whatever. And maybe some people need to be like the tech people behind the scenes, and you guys are willing to do that, which is honestly a skill. And I feel like some of you deserve to be center of attention and main stage. Maybe you're a bit shy and you just prefer to like make sure everything goes well for others. And I'm hearing you're like the kind of people where you would do the farming work so other people can eat, and like rarely enjoy the fruits of your own labor. It'd be like for other people. So you're very generous, and I feel like loving and willing to sacrifice your own needs for the greater good. Like I said, I feel like you have a good sense of like spirituality and connection to divine source, but also a sense of what's right for you on your path spiritually, and maybe even you might be able to help other people with their path. And I want to say particularly for people like me where you're readers, you might be very particularly good at helping people through like transformation and difficult experiences where they need to find like a new direction. Maybe they've just lost their loved one or lost a job and they need to find like a new direction. So side note, if you are like a reader or something, please don't shy away from difficult topics, because between you and me, those readings are like very shallow and vague, and they don't really need to be said by anyone. The ones that just make you like feel better, like I'm not going to argue with people in the comments about this, but those don't need to be done because they're not actually like a source. They're just kind of ASMR, so it's like it's fine if you just sugarcoat and make people feel better if you target it for people who are not really like looking for readings on like a psychic basis. But if you are advertising yourself as like a psychic, which I don't, by the way, I feel like you need to be like hitting the money every time. So please don't shy away when you see like death messages, or you see like a breakup of a relationship or something that people would be like afraid to see. You have to remember that the productive side of your job as a human being, whether or not you're a reader or a psychic or anything, the productive part of your job is to not shy away from difficult experiences. And that is a skill. Like it's a skill to be able to deliver messages that people hate and want to hate on you for. And I feel like you're very good at that, and it's why you kind of deserve to be center of attention. But I feel like you're kind of quiet and subtle with the way you do it. Like guys, if you're like if you're a writer or like I want to say lyricist, like if you're a rapper or a musician, I feel like you have some like nasty messages and you deliver it with like a joke or a smile or like some wit or some humor. It's the kind of messages that actually help people in life. Like I feel like you are good at bringing other people together in some way, and like combining with people and collaborating with people and things like that. But I feel like you're not afraid of like difficult topics. Like you don't shy away from those difficult topics. You see it as your power, or it is your power. It's like, you know, when something needs to be said for like the greater good, even if everyone hates you. So same goes if you're having any kind of platform, or if you just have like powerful people around you that you need to speak the truth to. I feel like you're good at being observant for long enough to absorb and know what you need to say at the right time and how to say it, and maybe at the right tempo and the right pitch and like the right delivery and stuff like that. For some of you guys where you are rappers and I feel like that was funny to you, please comment or get in touch for a personal if that's you, bestie. Because I feel like I probably like your music already, and I feel like you have a similar sense of humor and you're not afraid of like telling people kind of messages that they don't really like to hear sometimes, especially about like relationships and stuff. So yeah, get in touch if that's you. I feel like we need to do a reading. But yeah, you guys are really productive. You're good at working harder than other people. You are very psychic. I'm sorry. It's like you're not like advertising as a psychic either, but you're very good at channeling and you're very good at absorbing energy. You're good at knowing when someone's no good for you anymore and like knowing who you should be absorbing more of their energy and like combining yourself with. I feel like you're good at reading relationships, like in terms of like when you see people together, you sometimes know like, God, that's not gonna last 5 minutes. And sometimes you can see like those people are destined to be together. And for yourself, you know when people are just like a passing fling versus whether it's like your twin flame or your soulmate or someone who's like a best friend versus like an acquaintance. You guys know. And you're very good at keeping back and not sharing too much unless it's time to share. Like you don't share unless you need to share with people. And when you do share, it's like perfectly written and perfectly worded or like perfectly spoken in a way where it makes people laugh or it develops their thoughts in a way. It's like you're very transformative for others in the way that you say things. Like I feel like you guys are quite powerful and it's not come from nowhere. It's come from difficult times. You've gone through some hardship. And I feel like you do have like an ability to partner with people where it matters, like for collaboration, for like business purposes or work or to even like feed other people or help other people. It's like you know how to read people to know who deserves it and who maybe you should run a mile from and maybe not contribute to their well-being at all because they don't deserve it. Like you're good at ending relationships when you don't really need someone in your life anymore. And yeah, like ending things that you do that you don't really like ending patterns that were not helpful for you, like negative patterns, self-destructive habits and things like that. Like I feel like you're good at this is really funny, but like rejecting the wrong romance in favor of like a better one. I feel like you do have like a feeling of who's your soulmate, who is your right partner, and you don't want to accept anyone except this person because you kind of know that they're like flying into your life. And you're really good at saying no to hella people because it's like you're probably really attractive and enlightened and very nice for people. And I feel like you have like a really clairvoyant vibe where people just want to talk and talk and talk to you all day. Like you do know how to say the right thing with like the comedic timing, I feel like, where it's funny. But yeah, some people are kind of scary to you and they're off-putting and they're kind of jarring or yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you have a bit of paranoia and you don't know if it's paranoia or intuition, but it's like intuition 99% of the time. And if it's not, then just consider it safe versus sorry, like better to be safe than sorry. You do have that like protective instinct in you. You're very good at protecting yourself and others, like people you love, from things that could go wrong because you're very good at intuiting the situation and channeling and stuff like that. And I really do feel like you have very, very, very like vibrant energy. I want to say like for some of you, your energy comes across like violent to people because it's so big, and it might be that certain people are like destined to be very intimidated by you. It's like there's something about you that like shakes people up, maybe rubs them the wrong way, and you do know how to deliver a message to the haters. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I feel like you guys have like 1,000,001 skills that I want to talk about, but I feel like I have to leave it there because these videos take ages to edit otherwise. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please do come for a personal if you're my favourite rapper. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check out the information below for personals and Patreon. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button to support my channel. You can also find my music channel linked below if you're interested in following me, if you are like a musician. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.